Hi ladies and gentlemen, it's Edgar Raphael Dani and this is our weekly market analysis. Now we're going to analyze the Forex products and we're going to analyze some other non-derivative products like stocks, cryptocurrencies and commodities. Now first of all guys, Bongo Forex, we are educators in financial markets, and if you're interested to learn more about us, go to www.bongoforex.co.uk. the link is down below. Just head there and you're going to save yourself with a lot of information about us. And yeah, this weekly analysis comes to you every single week on weekends and helps you to prepare yourself for the coming week. And all this analysis trying to encompass the fundamentals as our basis, bias, formulation in our tradings, and then followed by technical analysis. Without any further ado, let's commence. Now, here we have the DXY, the US dollar currency index. We've had such a beauty upward trend for a very long time, since April. Anyone who's been following that trend so far has made quite significant amount of return. But hey, what's the future for the DXY? Having a look at the Federal Reserve cut, having a look at the non-farm payrolls, it comes clear to me now we are heading south for the DXY. Since that, you can see the DXY technical analysis, the charting looks quite favorable to look for any short positions moving forward. I feel the DXY has reached its full potential in terms of valuation, and this value, I think Donald Trump wants to keep it as a cap to help him to boost his trade exports in the world. Cheaper dollar, cheaper exports, more revenues for the country. That's a simple basis for any government in the world. And that's what Donald Trump wants. So I think we're heading there. And hence, my bias is going to be bearish to neutral. Bearish to neutral. Now, based on the technical analysis, you can clearly see the price has reached the support level, went all the way up and retest that area. Now, it started to continue on its way down. But my main signal, I want to see the price to break through that support area, and that's where I'm going to look for short position moving forward. Now remember guys, we use the dollar currency index as the compass. Okay, this is a compass. We are not trading the DXY, so it helps us to navigate the market and it helps us to make bias in our tradings. So having a bias that we're looking at a weak dollar, let's go and look for opportunities coming up this week. The Euro JPY. Now the Euro JPY for some time now has been on a very strong bearish momentum. Now I'm going to analyze this market simply by technicals. Sorry for that. Now it's 2:58 a.m. and I'm recording this video. Is so insane, and that shows you how passionate I am with this thing. Alright guys, back to business. The Euro JPY still holds such interesting selling opportunity based on the technicals. We are on a very strong downward trend, I would say a bearish market for the Euro JPY. Hence, reaching that point, we are looking for short position on the Euro JPY all the way down there. Otherwise, you could expect a reversal happening anytime soon for the Euro JPY, and if so happens, we want to see a confirmation on that one. We want to see a price breaking through that resistance area and start to grind up. That will be our final signal that reversal is happening on Euro JPY. Until then, we're still holding a short position on the Euro JPY. Next, USD CHF. USD CHF has been an interesting pair to trade so far, since we saw our last, I think on Wednesday, I shared on my VIP group that we shorted USD JPY around that area, and people now are enjoying returns. This was the area that I shorted the USD chef. Now what's next? We had the first, second case. I want to see a bit of a pullback to that area, a retest, and follow the trend all the way down. This area might be a very strong support area, but let's wait and see. If the price breaks through, we're going to open our second position on USD chef. Next trade, the Euro USD. The USD has been quite a surprising pair to trade so far because of its weak fundamentals. However, due to DXY weakness, we do expect a bit of bullishness coming forward for the Euro USD. How are we going to trade this? We already see this area as a confirmed area of a trend line, first, second, third case. All we want to see the price go up, coming back to this level, and we're going to buy the Euro USD. You could either use Fibonacci retracement to help you to navigate potential areas of a bounce back, and that could give you a really good profitable trades going forward. Next trade is NZD USD. NZD USD, we had 3 cases already, and that's kind of very good trading based on that technicals, because you already have 3 cases, and that provides a really strong foundation for the trend. So all I want to see is the price to pull back here and look for that buy opportunity all the way up. So here is where I'm going to look for that NZD USD buying opportunity. Likewise for Aussie dollar. Well, Aussie dollar is quite different. We're still on the bearish side. All I want to see is coming here and look for that short position on the Aussie dollar USD. Well, that is quite against my bias on being bearish on the DXY, but what I can promise you on this trade is 2 things might happen simultaneously next week. Could see price breaking through there, and could see price confirming that trend line and keeps on pushing all the way low. My only fear is that the interest differential gap between Aussie dollar and the USD is decreasing, and that diffuses that strength, overall fundamental strength on the dollar against the Australian dollar. Hence, if that's the case, we should see the price grinding all the way up on the Aussie dollar USD. Next trade is GBP USD, and for the GBP USD, I'm quite interested to see a major pullback on the GBP USD all the way to here, and there provides me really good Fibonacci retracement area to look for buying opportunities. That's just pure technicals, but guys, don't trade GBP USD so far because there's a lot of Brexit uncertainties. Otherwise, so far so good. GBP USD is a trade I'm looking at, but it's gonna take a while to materialize. So if you might notice, we are going bullish on so many trades so far because of the bearishness of the dollar. Next trade is USD JPY. Now on the bigger time frame, USD JPY still looks as like a bearish trade. However, in the past few weeks we had a very good upward trend formulating for USD JPY, forming really good buying opportunities. Some could argue this is a good buying opportunity, some could argue this is still a bearish market, you shouldn't buy. So it's up to you guys. You have to make a choice on that one, either buy or you sell on that resistance area, and you could make returns based on risk reward ratio of 2.52. Next trade is USD ZAR. USD ZAR is such an interesting trade. We saw last week, I think I gave a signal here of buying USD ZAR because we expected the price to break through this mini resistance level all the way up. Hence, if you have a bearish market on the dollar, we should expect a bit of weakness on USD ZAR. So I want to see the price coming back to this level here on this trend line, and this way I'm gonna look for selling opportunity on USD ZAR all the way to the support level. Next trade is GBP JPY. Well, GBP JPY, just like GBP USD, I won't talk much about it. I just want to see the price coming here. I want to look for buying opportunity and drag the price all the way up. Next trade, now we're heading to commodities. I gave a signal on buying WTI for some time now, and you can see the trend started forming slowly. We had so many kissing points, another kissing points happening on Thursday, I guess, and that was a good entry point to buy WTI if you missed that trade. And it's all because the trade war is still looking good. It's starting to look good, and that drives the global market demand for WTI. So the risk reward ratio for this trade is 2.66, and I think I should reduce that because I need to make it a bit tight. Trading oil, you need to make sure that you're trading with a tight stop losses, because it could, huge losses might be not high probable, but they can potentially kill your capital invested in trading. Next is UK oil. It has the same characteristics as WTI. I won't stress about it, but here is a really good buying opportunity, and I gave out that on last week's signal as well, and I hope you guys are going to trade it. Otherwise, if you're late, just wait for the price to pull back here, then try to buy it on all the way up. So next trade is Litecoin USD. Very smooth downward trend for Litecoin USD. They provide me a really good opportunity to sell Litecoin USD, and if that's the case, we would like to see a bit of breakout here. There's a bit of mini support. If that breakout is going to happen, I would love to sell a Litecoin USD. Euro Aussie dollar. Now there's a bit of selling Euro Aussie dollar appetite on social media right now, and it's because of this temporary bearishness on the Euro Aussie dollar. But overall, people should look at this. This is the ultimate uptrend line. As you can clearly see, Euro Aussie dollar has a huge potential of going further higher. So I'd like to see the price, bouncing from there and continuing to go all the way up. We're moving to SPX. SPX is S&P 500 index, and for 500 S&P 500, I want to see a pullback on that support area. Now I'm going to look for my buy opportunity with a risk reward ratio of 3.79. Next trade is DAX is DAX. I want to see the DAX pull back all the way down here, and here I'm going to look for my buy opportunity for the DAX. DAX is the Germany 30 best Germany companies traded in Germany stock exchange. USD Mexican peso, I almost forgot about it. So the ultimate trade for this one, we're still a bullish trade, I would say so, but there's quite two opportunity to trade. You could either sell it here, wait for that. Oh no, sorry guys. You wait for that pullback, a retest, you could sell it, or otherwise you could sell it here, otherwise you could buy it now and hoping the price to go further high. The next trade is Euro GBP. The Euro GBP has been my best trade for the last 2 months, and yeah, so the perspective, the game plan for Euro GBP has changed a bit, and I want to see the price coming here, and I would like to, because here there's a bit of support area, and that will provide us some really good selling opportunity, and yes, that's why we're gonna look for Euro GBP sell. The last trade will be Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has finally reached an area that we wanted to short, which is right here, and I would like to see the Euro GBP, the Bitcoin USD, a bit of weakness, and we're going to see the price going all the way down to support area of 7,079.5. So guys, thank you so much, and I hope you're going to trade safe and have a happy weekend. Cheers.